Okay, if you can see, I think I have this on low light version. Maybe you didn't see that, but that's a mess there in my gym. I was cleaning 1/3 of it, and I couldn't finish it. I had to get myself to the gym, and I'm leaving for Chicago on Sunday. So at least I got the wood flooring section done. I just want to clean up the bench and the spinning bike and the step and some of the weights and put it all back there, and then not have to deal with it for several months. But yeah, I was supposed to go shopping for groceries. I wanted to cook those beans I had soaked for several weeks, but I didn't feel like it. I just got in from the gym and I'm like, whatever. And plus all these lentils and beans, peas I've been having, and quinoa, I'm a little fibered out. So I'm just gonna wash my dishes here and make some white rice, which digests very easily for me, and I won't have this problem for a day or so. Sometimes I have to kind of mix up what I eat. You know, I can't get the heavy fibrous stuff all the time. I mean, it's like hell for me sometimes. So I figured I would cook while I talk. I'm a little late on this, a day or so, about Vine. I watch all the Vine compilations on YouTube. I never had a Vine account, but I had a potential business partner, and he opened up a Vine account and we did some skits, but I didn't follow through on it because I was trying to get, still trying to work on YouTube. And there was one Viner who I found out through my YouTube feed. One Viner who I've watched her compilations, and she's very funny. I don't recall her name right now. I just recently joined her YouTube, subscribed to it, so it's like, oh, okay. So this is how I find out about things, through YouTube and Facebook. And that's pretty much it. My news is YouTube and Facebook. So if it's not on there, I don't know about it. And it's not important. But it's like this girl said that Vine was her life, and she wasn't on it for a while for her reasons, people make their income on it, or off it, from it. But she said that she had no friends, and it allowed her to be creative and basically to find herself. And I relate to that. I relate to that because for another person who's introverted like myself to find like-minded individuals, it's not easy. So that topped off with, it's the luck of the draw when you go on social media, whether it's YouTube or Vine. Luck of the draw in the sense that some people grow very quickly and get a following very quickly, and others, like myself, have to keep working on themselves to be able to create, too much rice, but I'll keep it there, to be able to create stuff. Right now, I'm not creating that much. I think I mentioned that in my last video or on my other channel where I talk personal shit. The motivation to be able to create, it's kind of hand in hand. You want to do things that get people onto your channel. You want to have good content. But sometimes you just want to do things that will simply done and just get people on there so that eventually you kind of grow with the audience. that's kind of how I see myself going, because I'm not the most skilled videographer. I've had some stuff where I've edited to the best of my ability, and I'm getting better. But the motivation to do that is, waning, because... Good question, because it's a cost return type of deal. What you put out there, is it going to get that much in return? People seeing it, and the way algorithms work on YouTube, from what I understand, is the more you put out with the right meta tags and the right wording for the titles, it works, and it grows slowly. But if you have crappy content, people won't subscribe to the channel, and yada yada yada. Now there are some people who have great content and their channel doesn't grow either. On the same note, I'm trying to get this higher up. On the same note, it's like I'm growing in my transition to become what I want to be at this time, which is more online, independent, to create my brand. But for now, just kind of growing into it. For what I do as a trainer and massage therapist, having a lot of experience and a lot of education in that, it's hard to distinguish oneself from that. And everything's been done. So you kind of have to, or I kind of have to build my own personal audience for people who like my personality. So sometimes, being a perfectionist, I tend to overdo it. Try to work on something and then get it out and then it doesn't get any views. But right now, I am cutting back a bit by just doing these simple point and shoot cameras, and where I talk candidly and I don't edit, and see who comes around, and then kind of develop it from there, to see if people like my personality or what I have to say. I have a couple of meetup groups where we go walking and I get some views from there, but you know what, it just needs to be more. It's not, it's waning, you know what I mean? So this is why I'm doing this video, and the more YouTube channels I'm subscribed to, the more news I hear, and the more I can give my 2 cents for something that actually touches me. I have a new camera, so it has a lot more space on it, and I could just point and shoot and then upload, and that takes off a lot of pressure of putting it on the back burner and then losing the motivation to do it, while I can work on some videos that are better worked on, So I understand the need to make something of yourself, quote unquote. It's the digital age, and it seems kind of light, but it's pretty deep. I mean, if you can make something digitally and work online, you could live wherever you want to live. You could do whatever you want to do. You're not bound by 4 walls or whatever to provide your income, and you can make your friends all over the world, and then you can go visit them, and you know what I mean? That freedom, the digital nomad freedom. People do ebooks, people do blogs, and these are all things that I want to do. However, I know I'm not reinventing the wheel, and I shouldn't have to. I have to come to myself and let myself come out and just be out there, and then see who takes a liking to that. And then as demand comes, you know, people are going to comment, can you do this, can you do this, can you do that? That will dictate what I do in terms of writing an ebook, doing workout DVDs, maintaining a blog, doing affiliate advertising. So if I could recommend good products that people want, have affiliate advertising for that. So this is kind of the strategy that I'm kind of evolving from that. And it's a shame that Vine, my rice is boiling now, that Vine is, you know, going to be disappearing soon or dying. This girl who was talking on YouTube was saying if it wasn't for Vine, she wouldn't have a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So, one platform needs to be worked on, and then you could transfer, or I could transfer everything to every other platform. So instead of putting myself on every platform, just working on YouTube, and something that I could do daily that doesn't require that much of my perfectionist attitude, and then from there find my direction if people are interested, or maybe not, you know. If I'm plugging at this for a while, I mean, I have my second channel now because it's something that I knew I could do every day. If it gets to a point where it's kind of stalling, it goes up and down, and it's very new. So I have like 5 subscribers, but some videos get some views. That's okay for me, you know. It means I have to work on it every day. But it will probably get to a point in a year, 2 years, maybe 3 years, where it will start generating some income on its own to a certain point, and then I could work on another YouTube channel and kind of build all that, like a diversified portfolio of mutual funds. That's the way I see it. And if along the way something happens and I do a collab, or I do something that gets a lot of views and then a lot of subscribers from that, that's luck. That's, you know, what is it? Opportunity meeting preparation? Is that what luck is? You know, you just got to keep plugging away at it. And for those Vines, I'm still watching them occasionally on the YouTube because I'm subscribed to Vine compilations. And yeah, just doing my thing too. If you want to subscribe to this channel, of course, please do. If you have any comments and criticisms, you know, let me know. And that's it. Talk to you later.